Okay, welcome back to another recap video. Third and 23, recapping the final week of the NFL regular season. I only had 3 picks for you. Uh, this week is, as I said, a lot of games didn't have a lot of playoff implications. I really didn't want to do games that didn't have playoff implications. And then so I only did the games that I felt were most obviously, like always, I only did the games that I felt most confident about. Um, Going forward, though, now that we're in the playoffs, I'm gonna do a video where I'm gonna have a breakdown of each game and my pick and prediction for each game. As always, I'll say low stake play or high stake play on it because obviously some games I won't be as confident as I will be in others. But I'm gonna give my pick and prediction for each game. But anyways, I already had the check marks up. But anyways, just recapping how I did this week. First, we started out on Saturday. We'll start out with low stake plays because Saturday came up first. Houston at Indy. I told you guys this is gonna be a close game. This is a playoff game, right? Because winning you're in for both teams. So this is a playoff game, and losing you're out. Um, I like Houston on the road because I thought they would have had a little more balance with Devin Singletary providing a little more balance that they'll need against a bad Colts run defense. Um, I said that it'd have to be CJ to Nico because I thought that's all they were going to really have at receiver, and that's really all they had. I mean, Dalton Schultz added something at tight end, but Nico 9 for 195 and a touchdown in this game. He went off, and that really carried these guys to the win. I was actually one thing I did whiff on is I was surprised. I thought they would have been able to stuff the Colts running game. This Colts running game has been inconsistent. It was inconsistent for a good portion of the season. And then out of nowhere, Jonathan Taylor goes for 188. He was killing them all game long. But as I told you guys, Gardner Minshew, I don't believe in him in a playoff type game to be able to carry the Colts into the postseason. And that's ultimately why I lean towards Houston. And you can kind of say that's what happened because Mike Goodson on fourth down, with the playoffs on the line, right? You get this, you still got a chance to score down 23-17, take the lead. Houston may have had some time to go downfield and kick a field goal, so we don't know what would have happened. But on fourth down, fourth and short, uh, Gardner Minshew throws a pass to Mike Goodson out the backfield. He's got the first down and he drops it. But to be fair, Gardner Minshew, that wasn't a good throw. He threw it behind him. So I think Mike Goodson still has to catch that. You're in the NFL. That wasn't that behind you. But both players messed up there, right? Um, Moving on. So the final level was 23. Ended up being 23-19. I thought the Houston Texans were goofing off at the end and ended up taking an intentional safety. Almost blew that. But anyways, 23-19 at the end. Houston wins. So we cover there. Moving on to my two high stake plays. Minnesota at Detroit. I took Detroit and I laid the 4. This is a game that Detroit was pretty much in control of from the start. They started out up. What was how did this game started? They started up there 13-0. They were in control from the start. A couple field goals in the second quarter from Minnesota, 13-6. We're still covering. It's 20-6. And then both teams start hitting haymakers in the passing game. But thankfully, Detroit kept answering each Minnesota haymaker and ultimately won this game 30-20. There was a chance, Minnesota had a chance for us to lose this game. They had the ball late, desperation mode, desperation mode type drive. But Nick Mullins threw another pick. In fact, I think he ended a game with back-to-back drives ending in interceptions. Yeah, he did. He ended a game with back-to-back drives ending in interceptions. And that's what ultimately led us to getting this cover. The final on this one was 30-20. So good on you if you also laid that 4. And then finally, I did Tampa at Carolina. This game didn't go quite as I thought. I honestly thought that Tampa would win this game by double digits. Baker is beat up, though, and he kind of looked beat up in this game. But these guys also, these guys didn't look like they were pushing. like they basically looked like they were just trying to get out of Carolina with the win and move on to the playoffs because Tampa was a win and win the division situation, right? And lose and you're out. And I didn't. I was honestly, I wasn't really that impressed with how Tampa was playing. Maybe Baker's rib injury, and then he got hurt in the game. A different injury. I think it was a leg injury. Um, in this game, so he wasn't. Baker Mayfield was not very good. He wasn't pushing the ball downfield. There was a lot of dink and dunking going on in this one. I told you guys, Carolina lost 26-0 the week prior. So okay, you got a bounce back spot, but I said I don't think they're going to get shut out again, but how much are they going to bounce back? Well, I was wrong on that sense because they did get shut out again. The final in this one was 9-0. I told you guys Bryce Young is the worst quarterback in the NFL this season. We'll see how he looks next year with a new coaching staff and now new GM to get pieces around him. I don't know if you guys saw, but Carolina fired their GM today. That was as expected, but so let's see what the pieces they get around them. But yeah, they couldn't pass the ball. Very weak passing game. Really, Carolina was in this game just because Tampa Bay wasn't really pushing the ball down the field. Got 3 field goals, got the win 9-0, and got us the cover. So ended 3-0 this weekend. That puts our record at 19-7. Uh, so I'm not counting the push. So not counting the push for you math majors out there, that puts me at 73%. This is since week 12. 73% ATS accuracy since week 12 on the games that I select. Obviously, I don't do every game, but I think it's smart just to do the games that you feel most confident in, right? Uh, so moving forward, as I said, I'm going to be doing the playoff games. I'm going to do each playoff game because I want to, but I'm going to give you guys what I believe is a high stake play or low stake play going into each game because I'm already looking at some games and it's just, just a sneak preview. There's no way that I would bet a significant amount of money on the Bucks Eagles game, right? So, but I'll talk more in depth into that when I do that video. But just kind of give you a preview of that and of what I'm going to do for the NFL playoffs. And then stay tuned. I'm going to do a college football national championship video later today, obviously before the game kicks off. Let you know which way I'm leaning in that game. But anyways, if you like the content, please like, follow, subscribe. If you like another 3-0 weekend, another undefeated weekend, I've had a couple of those this season. Go ahead and feel free to like, comment, or subscribe on that as well. But that's it for this video, and look out for the others. Take care.